What's good, everybody? It's your boy back with another reaction video. Keep thinking my thing is messing up. Anyway, I will be reacting to the Batman First Look trailer. Now, I haven't seen the trailer, but I saw a picture of it. At first, I saw the comment section. I think it was on Twitter. I've seen it on Instagram. I think the first one I saw was on Twitter. It was people saying it was Daredevil or something because it was red and black. I just took a shower, so but sweating. But I was like, first I thought, is this Daredevil? Are they doing? Uh, is Marvel doing a Daredevil or something like a movie or a TV show? But no, it's till I read the titles and the first look of the Batman. They said this was test footage, so I'm guessing this could change in the near future. Or when the movie comes out, whatever, by the time the movie comes out, they could change this and that. But anyway, I saw some comments about it. It's either people hate it, love it. It seems like most people, from some of the comments I read on Twitter and Instagram, most people genuinely like it. So I think it's okay. I saw quite a few things of people like, not my Batman. We want Ben Affleck back. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if you want to hold your breath, I guess you can do that. But finally got my new headphones. Haven't really been able to react to anything because my Bluetooth headphones been acting up. Like it sounded just cut off. I'm guessing it's a signal issue between my laptop and the headphones. So I'll just wait until I get my new ones. My other ones went out. But anyway, let's look at this song like a minute. So here we go. I like this music. It almost sounds like the Empire music from Star Wars. Do 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 do. That's all. Very armored. Kind of reminds me of Christian Bale's suit in the Dark Knight, in the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises. I like that. It is very dark. I like that collar. I don't know why. I like that collar though. I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. For some reason it's still. Okay. I like that collar though. But let me look at this. I did see comments. People say, I can't see what it is. I can't see what's going on. It's fuzzy. But his suit is a bat symbol right there. That I read something that someone said that it's supposed to be Joe Chill's gun taken apart and made into that bat symbol. I saw something else that he can take it out and use it. Maybe. I also saw some people saying that this might be a homemade outfit because I know Matt Reeves said a while ago this is gonna be like more of a film noir type Batman. It was more detective type Batman, and he's gonna be very disturbed, which makes sense for Batman. I mean, it's a fine line between Batman and Punisher. Like Batman could have, I think, easily been a Punisher if he just wasn't so against guns. I mean, basically, with Thomas Wayne, when he became Batman, he basically became like the Punisher. But then, as I said, there's a time difference because he was a grown man when his kid got killed. So he uses guns. Batman was like, Bruce was like, yeah, I'm not using guns. He was a little kid though. So, but yeah, there's somebody kind of looks familiar. Because I saw some comments talking about wear the ears and stuff like that, but they just said wear the ears. I was like, what the hell does that mean? And I thought maybe, I was thinking maybe it was because they didn't show the top of his head. Because I would like to see the whole cow to see what the ears are like. I'm sure his ears are going to be probably mid-sized. They're not going to be Michael Keaton's Batman level. Like, they're not going to be that long, I don't think. And I don't think they're going to be Ben Affleck's, like the Dark Knight Returns type short ear. Then they'll probably be mid-level ears. Well, I guess you could say like Michael Keaton and not Michael Keaton, Christian Bale and the Dark Knight, like because his ears would look shorter than they did in Batman Begins. They looked like they were a little bit shorter, probably like that, around that level. Is that bat symbol from the original Batman? Like the old school one with the purple latex gloves. It looked like I'm trying to remember. I don't remember that one having ears. I remember that one like that. It didn't have ears. The symbol was a little bit more like rounded though, but it didn't have ears. Maybe that's what they got inspiration. I don't know. I haven't read too much on Matt Reeves talking about what he's got inspiration for the Batsuit from. I mean, a lot of this they get inspiration, of course, from the comic books, but it does look like yeah. It looks. I might have to look that up. Maybe I'll put a picture or something, a frame of reference if I remember when I'm editing it. But this cow here too. I'm digging this cow. It reminds me of what animated movie was that? It was was it Batman Gotham Knight? The Knights might have been Knight. I think it was Knight with a K. Yeah, it was an animated movie, and it was like different stories in like one movie, and one of the stories I remember it had Batman, and it was like Lucius Fox gave him some new technology to where it deflected bullets without even hitting him. So he went on a test run with it, and his suit had like a collar. It went like all the way like up here, like it was like up here on his face. That's how it went, like right here on his face, and this I mean, that's the only time I think I've seen Batman with a collar like that. Did he have a collar in Night Falls? That comic book? I don't remember, but yeah, it just reminds me of that I probably put a picture if I remember when I've been in it up so you get a frame of reference what I'm talking about. Because I got that movie on DVD. I bought that movie when it came out. I haven't looked at it in a long time. But I'll find it. Maybe I just look on the internet for it. Just find a picture rather than trying to dig out a DVD. And dozens of DVDs. Used to be hundreds. But someone stole a lot of them. Anyway, any hue. I'm digging the suit though. I'm digging the suit. I like this whole atmosphere. I like this darkness. And I can see what people will say. What is this Daredevil? I think people are just joking. But because I can see what's going on. It is dark. Yeah, that's the point. He looks sad. I guess if my parents died, I'd be in front of me like that. I'd be sad too. So I want to see some fighting. That's what I want to see. I didn't care about the whole he needs to bulk up jump. I don't care about any of that. Just because we have Ben Affleck bulked up don't mean we need every Batman now has to be as big as Ben Affleck or look like Henry Cavill or some shit. He's fine. He bulked up enough. He's fine. I want to see some fighting because that was one of my gripes with the Dark Knight trilogy. With the fighting in there sucked. Rises was a little bit better. The only reason to me because Tom Hardy talking during those fight scenes was cool to me. Probably one of the most quoted movies I've ever seen. But the fighting sucks, especially in Batman Begins. Like I thought that was a good movie, but like it lost. Like it went from it would have been 4 stars to me out of 5, but it was like 2.5 because of the fighting. Like there's one thing, if you're gonna have Batman, if you're gonna have fighting in it, uh, then make it look good. Like that fighting and that was terrible. And when Christopher Nolan was saying, "Oh, I had shaky cam and up close to make it feel like you were in the fight," I don't like that. Like, other people may like that. Who directed those Bourne movies? I don't know, but he said that same thing about the shaky cam in that. And I noticed he backed off of it on Bourne Ultimatum, which that had those had the best fight scenes out of that whole trilogy. Uh, I guess it's still a trilogy. I mean, I know Jeremy Renner did one, but people kind of count that as like not to say they're like, well, this is the trilogy, the Bourne trilogy. And this is kind of like its own thing in the same universe. But yeah, that was my problem. I was like, it was dark. It was dark. Everyone was wearing black. He had like a few lights spackled in the back, and you have it up close, and the camera shaking. I was like, I hated those fight scenes. I hated it. And as a fan of B martial art movies, like I hated it even more. I was like, I hate these fights. Some of those, I actually, when I bought Batman Begins on DVD when it came out, um, I didn't. I used to just like skip the scenes because I hated those scenes. I was like, the movie's good. I wish they just didn't have any fighting. And just sit and just Batman. Maybe like I said, if this movie didn't have any fighting, but the story's good. The detective, if the detective stuff is great, I don't care. It doesn't have to have fighting, but if you're gonna have fighting, make it look good. And I want to see Batman doing something like Ben Affleck. That was some of the best Batman fighting that I've seen. That Michael Keaton did pretty good. Well, I don't think that was actually Michael Keaton doing the moves of the stuntman, but still, his Batman, like in the first Batman, movie, even the second one, Batman Returns, but those at least because like, you could see what was going on, even though they weren't great, but you could see what was going on. And I hated that fighting style that they had with Christian Bale, because in The Dark Knight you could at least see what was going on, but I hated that fighting style. I know it's supposed to be realistic and all that, but this is a movie. It has to look good. Like you can get all that realistic bullshit out of it. This is a comic book. It needs to look good. Like going back to Jason Bourne, that movie though, the martial arts in there is a real martial art, but they still made the fight scene in like Bourne Ultimatum look good. Hell, I mean, well, Bourne Supremacy. I actually liked that movie more after watching it. That's after like I think my 4th or 5th viewing of it. Because the first time I saw it, I don't like this one compared to the other two. Very well at the time compared to the first one. But at least the Bourne Identity and Bourne Ultimatum, like I said, the martial arts based on a real art. At least it looked good on film. Like it gets to look, and then I always hated that in The Dark Knight when he punched the Joker like this, and I was like, that's a real art that he punched like that. Like what the fuck is this? But anyway, man, it's warm in this house. But it's cold outside. But yeah, this looks good. Uh, I wonder because it said test footage or test screening or something like that. So I'm assuming that this might change. I know they started filming what I saw someone. Well, I saw an article something about it started filming like 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. So, or maybe a month. Maybe it's been. It started filming like a month ago. So I guess they probably already have. So this is probably actually the suit. And like I said, I don't know if it's actually like Bruce Wayne made the suit himself, but if he did, That'd be interesting to see, especially like a homemade. So, I mean, is Bruce Wayne supposed to be super genius extraordinaire? He's like with the second or third smartest person or fourth smartest person in the whole DC universe. So now he can make a suit, right? A battle suit. But I ain't gonna lie, I like that collar though. That collar, for some reason, I'm really digging that collar. I don't know why. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. If you did, should hit that thumbs up button down below. Sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below, share this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.